Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So I just got back from my 2-week adventure, and one of those places involved a city called Nagasaki. Nagasaki is famous for many things, including something called Castella, which just happens to be Satoshi's favorite cake. That's his favorite cake in the world. And you asked me to bring you back some Castella, so that is exactly what I did. I brought back 3 different Castella from 3 different shops with a history, and we're going to share it with you guys. So we're going to start off with the oldest one. This shop started business from 1624. 1624.
Almost 400 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. They have a very, very long history. And so this shop is called Fukusaya, which is quite popular. And I think you can find Fukusaya Castella in Tokyo at some department stores as well. Why do you like Castella so much?
The texture and the flavor, both. The texture is soft, moist, fluffy.
Yeah.
For me, it's a little bit juicy.
Juicy.
Yeah, juicy than
Juicy.
other cake sponge.
I see. So
Japanese cake sponge.
right. Okay.
Yeah. It has much egg flavor.
Egg flavor.
It's not eggy, but it has a good egg flavor.
Usually very well balanced.
Well balanced.
Yeah.
And the surface is brown. Beautifully brown.
Beautifully brown,
Yeah,
like
and
a nice suntan.
And on opposite side has a texture with sugar called zarame.
Like a little rock sugar.
Rock sugar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's melted nicely.
And look at this one. Look how this one looks like. It's so beautifully wrapped, I have to say.
Oh wow. This is not Castella.
What is it?
It's gold bar.
It's a gold bar. It does look like a gold bar, doesn't it? And it's pre-cut conveniently. And
It's easy to eat.
Yeah, I noticed it's a little bit different though. Because I noticed like the bottom part, the bottom half is a little bit darker than the rest.
Maybe the sugar melted.
Maybe. Interesting. You know, you can find Castella at supermarkets, you know, just the generic ones. But I have to say, this one looks very, very high-end. Although it wasn't like super expensive or anything. It wasn't cheap either, but it wasn't like really expensive.
Looks like golden nugget.
It does, like a golden block. Okay, let's give it a try. Go ahead, please eat with your hand. I wanted to see what the texture was like, so I went in with my fork. It's very what is it? It's moist when I cut into it with my fork. Okay, I'll be quiet now.
The very finely formed this cake sponge, finely formed, and it's moist, almost juicy, but it doesn't ooze. The juice doesn't come, but juice doesn't ooze from this sponge.
Right, I actually think juicy is the wrong word to use to describe this because there's absolutely no juice. It's not liquidy at all.
Not liquidy.
It's very moist.
Moist, and it's flavorful with egg yolk.
And it does taste a little bit like honey to me.
Honey, maybe sugar, good sugar flavor.
Like it's not super sweet. But Castella isn't supposed to be super sweet. It has to have this subtle sweetness similar to honey. And I can also taste the egg like you said. But it's very subtle. It's not like super eggy. Very delicate cake. Good? I also made some black tea for you in case you want something to drink in between the different Castella that we have. By the way, Castella is originally from the Portuguese that came to Japan in the 18th century, and the Japanese sort of refurbished the cake and made it their own. Refurbished being the wrong word to use, but that's the only word that pops up into my mind right now. So the next one, we are going to Shōoken. And this shop has been in existence since 1681. And although they have several items in their store, I bought the ones that they've been selling since opening day. And what's interesting about this place is that each piece of cake is made by one person. So it's not like one person does the mixing of the batter, one person bakes it. It's one person doing the entire process to the end product.
It takes a long time to get the skill.
Yeah.
Whole process.
I had a really fun time looking for this shop because they don't really have this shop all over town. And I also heard that if you go out of Nagasaki and Hakata, I believe, you no longer can find this Castella. They don't have shops all over the country. So I went to look for the shop and I had a really good time. Hi.
Did you watch the cooking process?
No, I didn't. That you can't really see the cooking process. Yeah, but the shop is in a pretty modern building, but the shop itself looks pretty, old.
Oh, in this package, there are two types of Castella.
Yes.
One is Castilla,
Yes.
and other one is chocolate.
Yes. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Right. It's a chocolate flavored castella. So it looks beautiful.
This one also looks like golden nugget.
It does. Isn't it beautiful? I think castella is so beautiful. And this one's also already pre-sliced, which is great. And yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, let's compare it to the first one. ではいただきます。Different texture.
Little bit lighter texture. More cakey than recent cake.
Yes.
Cake.
And the color is different from the first one. No. The first one is like this, but the one we're eating now is a bit more orangey. That's the first one, which is more yellow. Here. Why don't you compare it side by side? It's different. Even the taste is different. I feel like this one that we're eating now has a little bit caramelly taste. There's a slight bitterness. It's a pleasant caramel bitterness. How interesting that they're different.
Little bit modern taste.
Modern taste.
But
Even though they've been making it since 1681.
but it's close to the modern sweets taste.
True. That is true. So, which one do you like better so far?
I will say later.
You'll say later. This one's difficult for me. I really like the second one though. I like that slightly bitter caramelly taste. That's delicious. Okay. So, here you go. That's the chocolate, the chocolate one. They also had a sakura version at this shop.
Sakura?
Actually, most of the shops had sakura castella.
Sakura means...
Sakura, cherry blossoms.
I know. Sakura means strawberry.
No! Sakura.
Sakura?
Not
really
strawberry.
sakura?
Yeah.
Because sakura means the pink color.
Yes. But
So pink color means strawberry.
yeah, no. I asked and the lady said, yes, they're using sakura.
Really?
But I didn't get it.
Like sakura mochi.
Like, I probably. Okay.
Oh, this one. It's chocolate cake.
Yeah. So this was this is also one of their signature cakes.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. It's not new. They've made it since the beginning. Okay.
Since the beginning? From 1680?
No, 1681.
1681. There was chocolate.
Probably. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
I did not know
Maybe.
that.
Maybe I don't know. See, when I eat this reminds me of like, I can imagine the chocolate cake in the past tasting like this because it's very subtle.
Yep. This is the chocolate cake. When I was child.
Really?
This is the chocolate cake I ate when I was child.
Really? I think I know what you mean.
Recent chocolate cake is like American or European style chocolate cake. But in former days, it was chocolate flavored spongy cake.
Like sponge, yeah. So this is a very like light and moist chocolate sponge cake. But you know, this chocolate, it's not like chocolatey chocolate. It's actually still Castella, but with the flavor of chocolate, but the sweetness comes from either the honey or the nani, the mizuame, the sugar.
The flavor and the texture is similar to Castella. Not spongy cake.
Yeah. And that's what I like about it. I think it was. I think that's why they can still call this a Castella instead of a chocolate cake. Delicious. I like it. Okay. The last one we have. I also the last one we got. Okay, I got this because I was talking to the lady. As you know, I like to talk to people, shop owners, and she asked me if I've ever tried it before, and I said no. And she's like, I'm not surprised because you don't really find our shop all over the place. But if you ask people in Nagasaki where the best Castella shop is, she said this would be in the top 3. So I believed her and I purchased it. And so you will be the judge for that. Okay. So, これは何ていうところ?
Kaido.
So this place is called Kaido, and this place has been doing business since 1970s. So this is a newer shop. And this shop uses not sugar to sweeten their Castella, but wasambon, which is a type of sugar. It's a type of Japanese sugar that has a more subtle taste, and I believe it's natural. This one's bigger. It's thicker or some wider.
This size is the regular.
The regular modern size, huh? So yeah, this one's the same. Look, it's kind of like wet on the bottom. Hey, interesting.
わあ、しっとり。
しっとりね。Tastes totally different.
違うね。
Yeah, the sweetness is different because once again, this place only uses wasambon to sweeten their cakes. So the sweetness is not like a sugary sweet, it's different. It's a softer sweetness.
It's beyond description.
Beyond description.
It's different. But it's really difficult to describe how different.
Yeah, it is.
The kind of sweetness is different. Kind of egg flavor is different.
It's different.
Texture. Okay.
Try it with this is the first one.
Okay.
It's different. The sponge cake is different. Yeah, the kimeko makasa is different. This one I feel there's more air.
Yes. Both are good.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is this. That is that.
Right. Right. They all have good points about their Castella. It's like no wonder they're popular.
Next time, if I have a chance to go to Nagasaki, I will buy all of these three.
Well, I am going to take you to Nagasaki for your birthday. So we can do that. We can do that.
And other Castella too.
Yeah. There are many Castella shops in Nagasaki. I wanted to try them all, but obviously because I currently only eat once a day, I just couldn't. I did not have a chance to try all of them.
From morning to night, Castella day.
Oh my gosh. Well, that actually sounds like a good time. All right, guys. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the
I
Castella.
really enjoyed.
You did?
I love Castella.
Really? You can't really choose your favorite, huh?
It's different thing.
Yeah.
The Fukusaya has a very finely formed Castella with good egg flavor. It has a nice egg aroma, egg
Right.
flavor. And the King Kaido also has a nice sweetness. But the texture is more airy.
Yeah.
Airy means the
There's more air.
more air, like a crumble.
Right. Crumbly. Yeah, the first one doesn't really crumble. That's true. And then the second one is different too.
Second
you know?
one is different too. It's more so the bitterness, the sugarness, like caramelly
Yeah.
taste. More
That's true.
modern dessert type.
Modern dessert type. Yeah, this one's really difficult. I think Castella is really hard to judge. It's so easy to judge the ones at the supermarkets because usually we don't like them. Yeah, he's usually
Sometimes
very
I
not
buy
satisfied with them.
the piece of Castella from supermarket or
Yeah.
convenience store, but every time I disappoint.
Yeah, it means he's very critical about Castella. So the fact that he likes all the ones that I bought this time means these are all good shops.
Totally, all of these three has a good point for me.
What's that?
The moisture.
The moisture.
The supermarket Castella is sometimes very dry, but these has a moisture.
I see. Interesting. So the moisture content's very important. Looks like he enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. I will see you on my next video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye bye.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。ごちそうさまでした。